Hello there, Deb's here. In this video I'll show you how you can make these super cute cards using the offset tool. These cards fit into a 5.5-inch envelope. So let's make a new project and go to our canvas. I'm going to the left panel to images to search for an image of a duck. I've selected a free image as I haven't subscribed to Cricut Access yet. I like this one, but I want to have a solid shape, so I'm going down to the bottom of the right panel, and there I will select contour, and then I will click on hide all contours, and then select the contours I want to keep. I just selected the eyes for this card. I've since made another card like this and I added in the wing in too. I'm changing the colour of the duck to the same colour of the cardstock that I'm going to use so I can see how it looks as I go along. Now I'm going to use the offset tool to give the duck an outline. I want to have a fairly narrow black outline. When it looks right, I click on apply. On the right panel, we now have an additional layer. I'm going to move my yellow duck aside because I want another outline of my black outline. And I go back to offset and I'm going to increase the distance a bit more. Okay, let's click apply. And then we'll move that one aside and I'm going to change the colour to blue. And now I'd like a final outline of the blue background, and that will make the shape of the card. I want it to be big enough so that I can fit in some text at the top and the bottom. I need this card to fit easily into a 5.5-inch square envelope. So I'm checking against the grid to make sure it will fit. I want to group my duck and the first two outlines together so I can move them around the canvas more easily. To do that, I highlight across the layers, go up to align and choose center. Then select group. I need to make more space on my canvas, so I'm moving my design elements around to create more space to the left of my card outline. I need to cut off a slice from the bottom of the card so it will stand up without falling over. So I'm going to resize a square into a thin rectangle about 1/8 inch deep and longer than I need it to be. I'm going to change its colour so I can see more easily what I'm doing. Then I'm going to place it over the bottom edge of my card, and then I'm going to highlight the card outline and the rectangle, and then I'm going to click on slice on the bottom of the right panel. And after a moment, the slices will appear in the top of the right panel as additional layers. Now I need to remove my sliced pieces and delete them because I don't need them anymore. Now that I have a flat bottom to my card, I want to duplicate this because this is the front and I now need a back of the card. Okay, let's make a bit of space. Now I want to flip the back of my card. So I go up to flip and choose horizontal, and then overlap the front and the back by about 1/4 inch. Now I want to make sure that they are aligned at the bottom. So I need to highlight both shapes and then go to the top bar and choose align and then select align bottom. Next I'm going down to the bottom of the right panel and I'm going to click on weld to weld the two pieces together and give them a quick little jiggle to make sure they're welded. Let's have a quick look and see how it looks so far. Okay, I need to go to the top, click on arrange and bring to front so that I can get my duck on top, and yes, I'm happy with that. Now I want to change the colour of my card to white, and I want to add some text to the top and the bottom of the front of the card. So I need to click in text on the left panel and type in baby boy. I want a writing style and I want to use a gold pen. So I can choose my font and then I can choose my style, and then I need to change the operation to pen, and then I will need to select the size of the pen and the colour. I'm choosing M for marker and then gold metallic. So now I need to resize my text to make sure it fits at the bottom of the card. Now I want to duplicate this text box so that I can put something else on the top of the card that is the same font, the same size. And the quickest way to do that is to duplicate and then change the text to the words you want. Where's it gone? Strange. Okay, I'll go to my right panel and click, and there it is, further down my canvas. Strange. Let's bring it back so that we can work with it. That was an odd thing to happen. I have no idea why Design Space did that. And now I'm going to double click in the text box, highlight it and change the text to say congrats. I want to curve both pieces of text so that they follow the curve of the card and the duck. So I need to go to the top editing panel and choose curve and then play around with it until it fits nicely. I've moved the duck out of the way so that I can highlight the text and the card and attach them together. Okay, let's bring the duck back and do the same with baby boy. I want to add some star outlines in a gold pen too. I'll select a star from Shape, choose pen from the operation tab and then choose my marker and gold metallic. Then I'm going to resize my star and check it's the right sort of size and then duplicate it. That's a relief, it didn't go wandering off down the canvas. Once the stars are in place, I need to move my duck and then select all my text pieces and the card and attach them together. I have had text written on my mat before because I did forget to attach it. Okay, let's have a quick look and see how it looks now. Before I make it, I'm going to use the colour sync option to place all my elements on one mat. To do this, I just click on each element in the right panel and bring it up to the top layer. I can do this with this project because I'm going to be using the same thickness of cardstock for all the elements. And now I'm going to save my project. I have lost a project before when Design Space crashed during the Make It stage, and that was very frustrating. So I don't want that to happen again. Okay, let's go to the Make It page now, and I'm going to need to select Matte and then rearrange my elements. I'm going to need to space them apart because I'm using 4 different coloured pieces of cardstock. Okay, continue, choose the cardstock, make sure the right tools are loaded into the machine. Before I press load on my machine, I need to prepare my materials on my mat. And I need to double check that each piece of cardstock is in the right place on the mat as it is on the screen. And also make sure each piece of card is nice and secure on the mat because I have had my card buckle because it wasn't firmly secured. Now I'm going to load my pen into my machine. So if you haven't done this before, you just open up clamp A and slot the pen in. It doesn't need much of a push, and then close the clamp again. Now we press load and let the machine do its magic. For this card I didn't add in a score line, so I'm going to use my scoring tool to just do it manually. Now I need to glue all my pieces together and glue them onto the card. And there it is. You can use this technique to create a variety of cards like these. I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know in the comments. Bye bye for now.